Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. Last we left off, we launched another rocket to increase our oxygen, placed down a bunch of tree spreaders, and went into the zeoliteless zeolite cave, and we placed a T2 ore extractor over in the sulfur area so we can actually collect sulfur now. And so today we're going to continue adding to the collection, hopefully adding bees to the ground, which would be lovely, so then we can create honey to go and make the birthday cake like we've been trying to do. So off we go. Now our parts per billion of oxygen is actually going up very rapidly because we added a rocket which multiplied it by 1,000%. And it looks like it's our super alloy drop off. So we're going to go and collect as much super alloy as we can. And we got hit by a bee. So we're going to rush in, almost get hit again. And the second we walk out of our home, get hit by it. Thankfully, for being super alloy, these asteroids don't hurt all that much. They still hurt, but they don't hurt all that much. And there's just a bunch of super alloy just everywhere. And it looks like they've all despawned now. But we still got a very good haul of 19 super alloy. Sure, we may have got smacked by a bunch of meteors, but it's fine. Ooh, and we got a new air filter. We haven't upgraded ourselves in quite some time, so we're going to go ahead and try to do that. Exoskeleton T2, Exoskeleton T3, now we have a jetpack T1, now we have an air filter, and mining T3. And we've had 3 blueprint microchips just kind of lying about, so we're going to use them. But just before we do, we've completed the broccoli, well, I guess we're currently in the broccoli stage, and the next stage is insects. So hopefully that means that we'll find the bee larva lying around. And so we're going to decode all 3 blueprints. Recycling machine, mapping screen, and torch T2. Not quite what we were looking for, but we'll take it anyway. And we can actually make some agility boots as well. So our agility boots, T1. Skip right past the T1, straight to the T2. So now we move a significant margin faster.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
It looks like for our torch T2, we need to go get some sulfur, which we are completely out of sulfur anyway. So if we need to go back and grab from a sulfur mine. And here we are at a sulfur mine with a bunch of sulfur and other materials. While we're here, we might as well check out our zeoliteless zeolite cave and see if there's anything new going on there. The answer is not really, other than it's slightly filling up with water. I'm not sure why it's filling up with water, but it is. Still no zeolite or anything really of interest. Oh, wait, there's one piece of zeolite back here. Let's see if there's any more zeolite hiding about. Let's see, it's up. Oh, into a whole new area. I guess that means we need to create a little portable house up here as well. Oh, this is the water, the sand falls. And it looks like looking back that there's a wreck of some kind over there. And so our inventory is mostly filled with stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the little pod over there. We'll come back to this little wreck at a later time. And just as we do that, there's a lovely chest back here. Full of a super alloy rod, some fertilizer that we desperately need, some sulfur that we also needed, super alloy, and a bacteria sample. Now I see another chest over there, but I don't think we have the room for any of this stuff. But curiosity, there is a lot of stuff in this chest, so we'll drop some of the basic resources back in this chest. Seems fair to me. And then we're gonna go right back home again. This water is a different kind of blue. It almost looks like ice. It is nice that we can just kind of jetpack over the water. It's moving significantly faster. And we have a little crawly larva thing in here. Uncommon larva. Use it in incubator to create a new species. Found outside when insect stage is reached. But I thought I was in the broccoli stage still. And do I know how to make an incubator?
It just doesn't add up. No.
Oh, we made a butterfly dome. Insert butterfly larva in it to increase the insect's level. Okay, so I guess we need to make one of those. Which is fantastic, because one of the things that I unlocked a while ago was this T2 fertilizer, so I don't even need to make it. There we go. Slap it right in there. No? We have to have an incubator? And so we need an incubator at 5 gigatera index. We are very far away from that. Yeah, we've unlocked the butterfly dome, which is completely useless to us until then, and we're nowhere near the biomass for anything extra. And we didn't unlock any new rockets to increase our anything else. So I guess we just need to work on making an absolute ridiculous amount of tree spreaders, I suppose. We can make now an autocrafter, which is super expensive, and I don't even think we have the resources to make it. Nope. What we can do is I know that there's an osmium cave way over there, and maybe it'll have more osmium and zeolite for us to take. So we're gonna hop over there and see what that's got. Now it looks like we got zeolite right outside the cave, and we have a wreck over here to check too. So we're gonna put our lovely portable house right here, right outside, refresh our oxygen, run back out to mine. I'm not too worried about grabbing the sulfur because we do have plenty of sulfur and we have a way to get an infinite. So we're going to run right back up here and keep grabbing some osmium and seeing what else the cave has to offer. Outside to a whole new area. We're passing that for right now. It looks like there's a bunch of zeolite back here and more osmium as well. I guess since we're out, ooh, common larva. We'll take you as well. And we'll just fill our inventory since we're going to head home anyway. So grab all the sulfur and all the iridium we can find on our way back. It hasn't rained in a very long time, so it's actually kind of refreshing to see that it still rains. It's been being pelted by super alloy asteroids. I guess since we can, we'll create an auto crafter. And we'll set it to make fertilizer. And so if it has the resources in its range, it will automatically make fertilizer. And I'll have it make some bioplastic nuggets as well. So we're going to go down here, grab some algae, and we'll make some bacteria samples. So I guess we'll keep making the pestras. We'll create another DNA manipulator just to make this slightly faster. So we can throw another Pestra seed right in here. I'll be researching double time. And collect from our eggplant food growers. Grab our tree bark. And we're going to run back down. But instead of the normal way, we'll go the back way because we have the lovely jetpack. So we should be theoretically safe from this.
But why?
And we are. So now instead of having to go down the ladders and double the time coming back down, we can just jump off the roof. And we're going to go back out, grab more algae, never forget our underwater Atlantis, and we'll go ahead and start making more Pestra seeds into trees as we go and plant the next set of trees. And run out of power. So we'll see if we have, hopefully, enough to make another power plant. And we're going to go ahead and place another reactor. Now we have 2 more T1 tree spreaders starting up, soon to give us little baby trees. Now our oxygen is flying through the parts per billion. Now if we can get it to 6 parts per million, which is only 10 times what we have, we'll be able to have the tree spreader T2. Hopefully by that point we'll definitely have the incubator unlocked. But for now, it looks like I need to generate a lot more rockets. So I'm going to need to go on a cobalt hunt, because we need plenty of cobalt to make our uranium asteroids. Here's another chest. Some eggplants and some super alloy, which we're definitely going to need, since we're going to be launching more rockets. And with our oxygen refilling, we are full of cobalt and a little bit of extras from a crate, and so we're going to run back home. Now we're going to set this to make as many rocket engines as we can, because we have a lot of stuff to send out. And there's 4 more rocket engines. We're actually really low on iridium, so one of our lovely rockets is going to be an iridium rocket. Now we're going to throw an iridium rocket, a uranium rocket, a second uranium rocket, and for good measure, a third uranium rocket. Oh geez, one of the meteors crashed right in front of the doorway. I guess that's some easy uranium. Now to go out and collect all the materials. This won't take long at all. Ooh, and a rare larva. And with 5 iridium rods and 10 uranium rods with a ton of extras of both, that is all the meteors that have crashed, and so we can now utilize all of this. With 9 more super alloy from our super alloy farm, we're going to go back to our reactor farm and add more. That should give us plenty of leeway to create more tree spreaders. And this tree spreader, 2 more floating in the water. And even though we didn't get to the bees this time, we did get to the insect stage, added to our reactors, added way more tree spreaders, and added this lovely butterfly dome for whenever we get butterflies at some point. But as we wait for our terraformation index to get to 5 gigaterra index, that is all the time that I have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.